Okay, it's day 18 of this garlic germination experiment, and nearly everything I see has germinated except for that location in the middle where I planted an entire bulb of garlic. The other locations all consist of sprouts from singular cloves from the other three bulbs. So I don't know why that is. I'm going to dig in there and investigate. Maybe the shoot systems and root systems have trouble breaking through that dry peel, or maybe water can't get in.
Okay, well, I'm going to dig in. It's really hard to pull out.
Apparently the bulb in the center did germinate. The roots for garlic seem to be very long and very strong, and they've grown so much in a short amount of time, which is a pleasant surprise compared to all the other plants I've planted so far. If you check out my other plant growing series, most of them tend to have frail, thin roots that break easily. I'm removing all the residual peel and planting the individual cloves. Out of all the cloves in the center bulb, only this big one seems to have generated roots, and it barely has any germination. There's not even any green in its shoot system. I take this to mean that all the existing shoot systems that you see must have very, very long root systems already. So that means I've been underwatering. If all the other roots are anything like that, then that means they've gone all the way to nearly the bottom of the pot already. And I've only been watering enough to ensure that the top portion of the soil in here is getting moist or wet. So I'm going to have to water all the way through. Some of the leaves that have gotten long in this pot have already started drooping. I think that's natural actually. It could be due to just underwatering and loss of trigger pressure combined with the extreme heat in the afternoon direct sun in this small pot, but I think they just naturally droop like that, so we'll see. Okay, I've got a bag of Miracle-Gro watering can singles. I'm going to add one of these to a 2-liter bottle right here and shake with just tap water. And basically this has a high nitrogen content, 24%, has a phosphorus content that's low and double that in potassium. Here's what a single packet looks like. I'm just going to rip this open and pour that in there. So this is what the final product looks like. And the goal here is just to promote a lot of vegetative growth as fast as possible. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fertilizing and watering the soil all the way through, and combined with the sunlight in the afternoon, this should grow even faster than it has been so far. Especially as the plants grow bigger and have more foliage, they'll be able to photosynthesize more and growth will occur at an exponential rate. I normally have this spray bottle filled with 0.6 hydrogen peroxide solution for killing spider mites on my other plants, but right now it's just filled with water. I'm going to keep spraying from all different angles generously to wash off any residual fertilizer. It'll crystallize and form like a bluish tint on leaves if you just pour it like that and leave it. So I'm going to kind of wash everything and make sure that doesn't happen, and to make sure that the fertilizer gets into the soil. And this will also water the soil a little bit more, since I'm going to use up almost the entire bottle in doing this washing of the leaves. Growth has been very robust. There's a first leaf that kind of serves as a wide circular sheath, and then a second leaf that comes out, and that grows 2 to 3 centimeters a day, closer to 2 I would say. And then you have all these other leaves coming out, so the overall height increase will taper off, it seems, but there's going to be a lot more leaves growing simultaneously, so the increase in biomass is pretty substantial with every passing day, and that bodes very well for a future harvest. In terms of the timing for my planting of garlic in this video series, it turns out that garlic actually should be planted in the fall, and it's late September right now, 2013, in San Diego, California. So I didn't do this on purpose. It's just somebody suggested that I grow garlic, and I followed up on the suggestion. So we'll see what the future holds by nearly the end of month 1.